Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to this InnoBuyer Open Market Consultation session. Today, we have Hospital General Universitario Gregorio Marañon that will take the center stage with this challenge called EarlyDel. So, our agenda for today, we are going to start the session with a warm welcome from Vasilis Zanidis, and our Innovation Procurement Advisor from the European Innovation Council. They will set the stage for an exciting hour of innovation exploration. Then you will gain insights into the InnoBuyer program, the driving force powered by European Innovation Council that fuels organizational growth. Maria Nieves, from Hospital General Universitario Gregorio Marañon, will present a pricing challenge that requires an innovation solution. Obviously, this is an open market consultation event, so attendees are more than welcome to engage with the speakers in the questions and answer session. There are two ways of participating. You can raise your hand and we will give you the possibility to unmute your microphone to talk, or you can use the questions and answers section, the box that you have it in the Zoom, to write your questions or your comments or remarks. One final note, this event is being recorded for dissemination purpose in the scope of the InnoBuyer project. So without any further ado, I will pass the floor to Vasilis Zanidis, the Innovation Procurement Advisor from European Innovation Council. Thank you. He will share a few words about this event.
Thank you very much, Mariana. Good afternoon to all. Welcome to this market consultation that takes place in the framework of the InnoBuyers program project. Thank you very much also for inviting me to set the scene about this specific open market consultation. Hello, there was a break in the connection. I think everything is good now. Procurement represents an enormous opportunity in the hands. It's a very powerful tool in the hands of both the demand and the supply side. More than 2 trillion euros are being spent through public procurement in Europe. If we add on this figure the budget that is spent through private sector procurement, we realize that public and private sector buyers have a very significant power in their hands to steer innovation in Europe towards their actual needs and challenges. Procurement that spurs innovation is win-win for both the demand side and the supply side. Buyers, public and private sector buyers, can develop and acquire breakthrough solutions to tackle societal challenges, improving thus the services that they are offering to their citizens and their customers when we are talking about private sector procurers, reducing at the same time the cost that is associated with the purchase itself, but also with the maintenance and the upgrade of the innovative solutions. At the same time, innovation procurement has proven to be a very useful tool in terms of accelerating the commercialization of developed through R&D innovative goods and services. Innovative SMEs and startups are offered concrete business opportunities through innovation procurement that helps them access faster the market, contributing thus to their scaling up. We in the European Innovation Council, we have realized the importance of innovation procurement. That's why we have set innovation procurement at the center, at the core of our activities, creating thus an innovation procurement support program that includes also the InnoBuyer initiative. InnoBuyer initiative is really important because it brings together the demand and the supply side, facilitating also the access of innovative SMEs and startups to the procurement market, as it happens today with this specific open market consultation. Having said that, I would like to welcome also the university, the General Hospital University Gregorio Marañon for teaming up with the InnoBuyers team and of course with the European Innovation Council to organize this open market consultation to share with us its challenge in the health area and specifically in the detection of delirium in the hospital wards challenge that paves the way to the purchasing of innovative solutions by top-notch innovators across Europe. We believe that this is, I mean, since we have many activities in the pipeline at the European Innovation Council level, this is one of the activities that we are join forces. There are many more to come, but we are waiting with a lot of interest to see the results of this specific open market consultation that takes place in the framework of the InnoBuyers program. Having said that, I would like to wish you a very fruitful and interesting session. I'm sure that very good results will come out of these open market consultations, and congratulate all of you that participate, both the demand, the hospital, the suppliers that are taking part, as well as the organizers, the InnoBuyer team, for the implementation of this specific open market consultation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Asiris. So before we move to the challenge presentation, let me just say a few words about the InnoBuyer project to complement the welcome of our EIC experts. So this project is funded by the European Commission, and it's implemented by 3 organizations, F6S, Civita, and TIC Biomed. So in a nutshell, this project brings together public and private organizations that we call challengers and innovative SMEs that we call solvers. They join so they can jointly co-create innovative solutions in 4 sequential steps. InnoBuyer helps organizations to identify and describe innovation needs, then to find and connect innovation suppliers, to co-create pilots with innovative companies, and offers also legal support to prepare tender to purchase the co-created solution. As you can see, there is funding support to each one of the actions. Up until now, we have been working with a selection of 15 challengers and supporting them to improve the description of their unmet innovation need. And we are currently in the 2nd phase of the program, where we help challengers to connect with innovation providers. So innovation providers will be able to propose the solutions to the InnoBuyer challenges, like the one that we will meet today, by applying a call for solvers that will be launched in October, so this month. The selected applicants can get up to 58,000 euros to co-create a pilot with a challenger in a 10-month period. So it's important to stay tuned with our challenges, this project channels, to learn about the open call. So let's move to the most interesting part of this afternoon of this session. I will give the floor and introduce Maria Nieves from Hospital General Universitario Gregorio Marañon, that will present you their challenge. Please, Maria, the floor is yours. You can now share your presentation.
Okay, thank you, Mariana.
Don't worry. Pleasure was all ours. It's okay.
Okay.
We are seeing the presentation. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity of to present of Challenger. Thank you of the solvers. We are speaking about EarlyDel. EarlyDel is a project from the hospital Gregorio Marañon in Madrid. The Gregorio Marañon Hospital is a big hospital in Madrid, is in the top 5 of hospital. We have 42,500 total admissions, 42,600 discharges. The average of state of our patients is 7.61, and we have 26,700 emergency admission. This is a big hospital with a lot of people, nurse and doctors working here. Changes. This is the scenario. It's so different another challenger because of change is in a hospital. It's very important that the solvers now the patient journey. With EarlyDel, without EarlyDel, the patients come here to a hospital, need some care, and maybe can to make a delirium and medical complications, and of course we can a lot of more of care. With EarlyDel, we try that the hospitalization and the nursing care are less, and we need to prevent the delirium because the patient will come back home in the best condition. Because it's very important to prevent the delirium, because the delirium is prevent than 30-40% is preventable. In patients older than 65 years old. The delirium is a risk very important and increase the risks of the patients about death in class. More the patients we come back at home, and the families are a lot of problems to management these patients, or they come back our nursing home with the news delirium episode. The impact of delirium is not only in the patients. The impact in delirium is in the patient's outcomes, in the caregiver, and in the system. Increase the financial costs. The patient outcomes increase the mobility, prolonged hospital stays, and potential complications in the hospital. The caregiver distress is very important because it's very important the experience of distress in the family when their loved one suffers delirium. In addition to the direct medical cost, delirium can result in additional expenses for the patients, for the families, and of course for the system. What is our scenarios? We have the prevalence, high prevalence, 11.7 to 18.5% of the patients of age 65 years has a large risk. Delirium is preventable. We can prevent in the 30 or 40% if we can detect early. It's very important for prevent the complications to prevent. We have nurse and doctor, but Spain no have enough nurse and doctor. Europe don't have enough nurse and doctor. The world no have any nurse and doctor. Of course, the delirium has an important financial cost. The average of the cost in a hospital by day is in 4,600 and to 7,400, and this is preventable. Our challenge, we want to develop and validate a predictive algorithm or analytical model that enables to doctors and nurses in the hospital wards to identify patients who are at a high risk of develop a delirium. This will aid in making informed decisions to prevent adverse events and unnecessary hospital stays. Adverse events is associated with delirium episode, and is very important for the patients, for the family, and increase the work of the nurse and the doctor. Because we think that is very important. What are our solution requirements? Compulsory functional requirements are three principles. The solvers will be used the analytical intake of the hospital, and the solution they provide should have the capacity to predict and alert delirium or agitation episodes. It will generate alerts to inform to healthcare professionals, doctor and nurse promptly, enable them to provide timely and appropriate care to affect to the patients. We want to prevent even adverse because it's important to generate this alert. Of course, data security and privacy of the data is very important for us, for the hospital, for the ET, and the system should adhere to strict to the data security and privacy protocols of European Union to protect the patient information and ensure compliance with the relevant regulations. What are our desirable functional requirements? The system should be analyzed data over time to identify parameters and trends associated with delirium, developing and proactive intervention and prevention strategies by the nurse and the doctors. Decision supports the algorithm, the model predictive may be incorporated in the hospital delirium decision support in the system into a clinical workflows. in the future, no in the pilot time, the delirium knowledge will be integrated with the command center platform of our hospital. To make the pilot scope, the hospital proposed we will utilize retrospective dates from the hospital from 2019, analyzing various parameters, sociodemographics, laboratory, comorbidity, and cognitive and emotional patterns. These dates we proportional by our ET. Integration with the existing solutions, the proposed technological solution will simply integrate into the hospital third-party analytics platform, ensure smooth and cohesive workflow. In the pilot, 150 patients participate. We are proportional that those dates are about 2090 patients or from the geriatric unit, admission data, sociodemographic, comorbidity, log biochemical analytic data, information associated with the geriatric syndromes, Bartel index, Dalton scale, Norton, and elimination patterns. During admission, the hospital will provide information on delirium or acute confusion syndrome and adverse events associated. Upon discharge, we will provide Norton scale, mental status, lead of scales, Bartel elimination, and John Dalton scale is the information that will be provided. About the pilot conditions are four. Are very important. The availability in Spanish. The delirium algorithm must be available in Spanish for better patient care and operativity by the medical staff. The hospital tools use IHL7 software for clinical management information. Seamless integration. The delirium algorithm should be seamless integration with the hospital analytical system to ensure no loss the patient data and efficiency monitoring, and of course collaboration by the informatics department will collaborate on the implementation of the pilot. The model must predict these KPIs. Delirium rate detection, delirium adverse events. We will track the number of adverse events associated with deletions. Elimination and intentional device removal rate. We aim to minimize the unintentional removal device, catheters, urinaries, and vias, and other device that the patients, And this is very important because are a lot of complication, pattern fall rate. We are aiming to minimize the number of falls associated with delirium. Why is the business opportunity? It's an opportunity because the people are living longer and need more health service. The project, the prediction, we are live a lot of years and we are need health service, and delirium is a complication very frequently in the hospital student. You can see the projection to Spain and the Madrid community, and you can see that the years and is increased exponential. Because it's the good business opportunity. Because the delirium is also association more longer mainstays, about 11.65 to versus 9.45. Of course, the delirium is associated with an increase of mortality. Odds ratio 1.41 in patients with delirium. And the cause is very important because a patient with delirium cost almost 1,500 2,500 euros per hospitalizations in patients. This is a paper from our colleagues, our researchers in the different hospitals in Madrid, and these data has in the paper. Finally, this is a good business opportunity because this solution is extendable. Our system can be extended to the other healthcare resources such as home hospitalization. This service is increased in all hospital and in all service. Nursing homes is a resource for older people, very, very important. Geriatric hospital and maybe in critical unidades. At the end, digital health innovation center in Madrid. Then hospital have the same electronic medical records that Gregorio Marañon, and recently the Community of Madrid launched the first digital health innovation center localized in Central. This is our presentation about only about EarlyDel. We are need your feedback, clarifying the changes, your proposed solution, barriers and elimination strategies, or about the flexibility of pilot timeline. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Maria. Great presentation. So now we have the possibility to post some questions from the attendees. Once again, I remember that there are two possibilities to engage now in this Q&A session. you have the chat box where you could write, or you could raise your hand, and I will give you the possibility to unmute. Yes, we have here someone who would like to speak. Let me here give the permission to speak to one of the participants. One second, allow to talk with the participant that is now with the hand raised to talk. I just gave the possibility to open the microphone now, but we are not hearing you. Hi. Oh, now we hear someone. Can you hear me? No. Yes, very.
Hi.
Hi, now.
Oh, no, sorry. It was my microphone.
Okay.
Hi, thank you very much.
So would you like to ask something?
Yeah, of course. Thank you very much for the presentation. I wanted to know which are the deadlines for the early consultation to be presented.
You mean the deadlines for the open call?
Yeah, because
okay, so during this. Sorry. Please continue. Please.
Oh, yeah. Because I think that this is a previous step before the final call in which people can present the final solutions. Is okay?
Yes, this session is the is providing some clarification. Now you have opportunity to promote some doubts if you have. The open call will be launched this month in October. Okay. So when we announce it through our channels, you will have the opportunity to apply with your solution. Okay. So this is the perfect moment to put all your questions or comments. Okay.
But what I don't understand is what you are going to.
Did I answer it?
What you are going to launch this October is the final call, or is the previous consultation?
You mean the final call?
Yeah, Mariana, I can perhaps help here. I'm Bertrand Weert, working for the European Innovation Council. I'm a colleague of Vasilis Tsanidis. And just to precise actually that this call, the call you're mentioning actually is or that we talked about is referring actually to the pilot that in this case the hospital Gregorio Marañon will be able to run actually for 10-month period of time, and it will be launched and run previously to the fully fledged procurement, if I can say, that will be then launched afterwards. The idea here is to, during these 10 months, to co-create with potential SME or startups, that can be one or more, and to pilot the solution. And then once they pilot the solution, once I believe the hospital is happy about the different pilot, then they will be able to write the terms of references of a fully fledged procurement that will come later on. I hope this is clear for you. If not, please tell us.
Well, I'm not sure if it's clear because I am familiar with the terms in Spanish and the steps, but I'm not sure if I am understanding the steps here in this kind of of call. I am not concerned about the pilot, but I'm concerned about the steps because I'm not sure if you are talking about the final call to propose our solutions, the 10-month solutions, or if this is a previous step to this call. This is my question.
Okay, so I can try, unless the colleagues from the hospital and Nieves, you want to reply. But what I can tell you is that indeed here is a market consultation. So the procurer, the buyer, is trying to understand what is available in the market and to give some keys about what they want to purchase or what they want to experiment during the pilot phase. Just to say that, as Mariana was explaining, by the end of this month of October, early next month, November, we will then open, buyer will open all the different 15 challenges. This one is one of the 15 to the companies, to the potential providers. Then they will have, I believe, 2 to 3 months to answer with a proposal, and then they will be then selected or not, and they will start to work. We understand during the first trimester of next year, 2024, and then they will have 10 months to work to co-create, and it will bring us at the end of 2024. And if the buyer, in this case the hospital, is happy, then in 25 they will be certainly able to launch the fully procurement. Is it clearer for you?
I think so. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Con placer.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Bertrand, thank you so much. I'm facing some connection problems, sorry. But I see that from the Q&A box, we have a lot of questions that are similar to the ones that we are now talking about. So deadline for application, the 10-month period. So having that clarified, I'm going to pass the floor to other participants that raised the hand. So please open your microphone. You are now allowed to talk. Inês Huertas.
Hi. Congratulations for the initiative. I had the same question that the previously person. So the next step will be that we are waiting that you open the call in this month in October, and then we will have 3 months to prepare the proposal, no? In this call will be specify the IT requirement to integrate with the IT in the hospital, and all information about the dataset. It will be provided.
Yes, I can answer, but I mean the colleagues, yes, do not hesitate, please, to answer also. But yes, you understood it very well, and I will pass the floor perhaps to the colleagues from the hospital, and they will specify a bit more about the content, the requirement, the KPIs, all what you explained. Yes, por favor.
Okay.
Your mic is muted. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, but the requirements are in the... Hi, can you listen?
Yeah,
we can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
The requirements are in the web page, I think. I think that all the conditions are in there with more detail that we have provided in the presentation, because we have a short time.
Okay, and we will have a little data set to make some pre-work to trying to develop better a proposal.
Yes.
Anna?
Hello?
Yes, yes.
We will have a data sample.
Okay, ma'am.
Sorry, I don't understand you.
Sorry, can you please repeat the question? I think
Yeah,
the connection.
you will provide in this period to make the proposal a sample of data, trying to see how is the data, what kind of data we will have to work. I don't know if it will be text data or will be tabular data.
Okay. Sorry, I don't understand the question after. Yes, we are give you the data in a table or in the format of the solver need. The informatics department collaborate with us and with the solver and need the format, the data format on unit.
Okay, and you only need the algorithm, or you will need a website to see the alert, the KPIs.
We need the algorithm, and in the pilot we need replicate the KP and need the algorithm integrate in the history and detecting the delirium episode.
Okay, but when you say the algorithm will be detected, how do you see that? I mean, do you have a website where do you have an alert, or do you have a CVS with all the patients that will be have delirium in the next 24 hours?
We want to prevent the delirium. We want to know the episode. We think that with updates we can predict the episode in the first in the 24 hours after. We think.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
If I may, Mariana, just to talking by experience, I think all
Yes,
these
please.
questions, suggestions, indeed, it's not easy for the colleagues from the hospital to answer on the spot, because you know that in these cases we do have some legal requirements, and they have to be careful because this is public procurement afterwards. So, but what we can say is that thanks a lot for these suggestions. They are, I believe, very useful, and they will certainly feed all the reflection, all the developments, all the preparation, I would say, of the call that the colleagues from Universitario Gregorio Marañon will have to take we'll have to take actually into consideration. So again, don't be afraid. I mean, not to be afraid. Don't be surprised by the fact that it's difficult for the colleagues to answer. It's normal because they have all these legal framework to respect. But don't believe that you are not heard, or that these considerations are not taken into consideration, because they will be very useful. So thanks a lot. And so if you have more questions, more suggestions, please shoot, is the moment.
Yeah, we have a lot of questions in the Q&A session. I don't know if we will have time to answer to all of them, but those questions that are related with the open call specifications, don't worry. We will post everything in the discussion page. I know we have other participants that wants to talk and raise the hand. Carlos, I will give you the floor, but let me just say that to everyone, all of these links, especially the link regarding to the platform, the F6S platform, where the event was promoted and you registered for it, please follow the discussion page, because all these questions, all these doubts, all the specifications regarding the open call will be posted there. And also you could come back to us and ask what any doubt that you will still have on this. Thank you so much, Berta, for giving me and Hospital also a hand on these questions. So let's allow other participants to talk now. You should be able to talk and unmute your microphone, Carlos. Good
Hello,
afternoon.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I have some questions. Some of them I have addressed in the chat. I will emphasize one of them. It seems it's going to be several proposals to be submitted. It will be a funding for each proposal, or it will be a selection of some of them according to some criteria?
It will be selected one proposal to be funded. One.
Vale.
Yeah, Bertrand would also
Yeah.
like to add something.
Yes. Here again, the colleagues from Marañon don't hesitate to reply. Huh? But it's a competitive proposal. So
Okay.
indeed, we are waiting for having several proposals, and it can be from one company or from a consortium of companies.
Vale, this question is more properly for the representative of the hospital. When we are talking about an algorithm, algorithm is a word that is universal and express a lot of things. The proposal needs exactly a new innovative algorithm, or for example, a pipeline solution with open source libraries that finally gives the result exactly that it's expected, or it must be an algorithm specifically? Do you understand my
I
question?
can answer the question, because I think it's more something for the IT department, and we are not specialized in. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Es que my point is in current times there is not the state of the art tendencies that not exactly depend of a single solution. Because it's more properly assembled in the context of a set of steps. We can call them workflow, pipeline, or whatever, where finally we get the result we are expecting. Behind of the code probably is an algorithm, but the algorithm is just part of the solution.
Yeah. Okay,
Yes, Maria.
Well, don't worry. This is a question. If we can be in contact about technical questions,
sure.
we can apply for this question, and according to this, we can make a proposal.
Again, as Bertrand told, those very specific technical questions, we invite you to engage with the hospital and maybe promote a call to solve all these technical aspects with them directly, because in this session we don't have all the time to do it, and we have a lot of questions. I would like to go through some of them. Don't worry if your question is in the Q&A session is not answered now live, but we will come with the answer after the session. And in the discussion page, But let's now allow Maria.
Mariana, sorry for that. If I can just intervene here, just to say, since we are in a competitive dynamic, indeed, all these questions will need to be answered by you guys from the hospital by writing them, writing the questions and the answers, and all these questions and answers will be available to everyone, in order, indeed, as you know it very well, to respect the competition, transparency, and fair treatment, in order to have a fair treatment between the different companies or consortium in competition here. So to answer to your question, yeah, indeed, thank you again for asking the question, and the answer will be available on F6's platform, and we can also foresee to put it on the EAC, actually, forum dedicated to it.
Perfect, thank you. Maria Nieves would like also to add something.
Only say, Carlos, that the algorithm is part of the solution that we need. I don't understand. I don't speak. We need the algorithm is part of the solution that we need.
The problem is that we are not expert in data science, so we don't know what about algorithm means. So we think that we need the algorithm, but the reality is that we need to prevent delirium, and we think that we need an algorithm, but we are not expert of data, so it's possible that we need other terms, but insist we are not expert in this sector.
So the answer will be given at a later stage, and I do believe that your colleagues from the IT will support you to write it down. But thank you again for the question.
Thank you. Ruben Garcia from the hospital was trying to address some of the Q&A session box questions. Or would you like to say something, Ruben? No? If not, I can go through some questions of the Q&A box. Well, we have one that is asking if the validation time or is the validation time included in the 10-month period? Maria, would you like to, or Anna, would you like to address this question?
The solution has been made with the historical data from the EJ department we provide, and it's not a real solution, real-time solution. So it's not the validation. I think it's not included in the 10-month period, but maybe Nieves could say it better.
Thank you, Anna. It's a pilot. So, and from a more process-wise perspective, is there a specific format we should follow for the proposal of the solution? Okay, so this question, well, what do you mean by specific format for the proposal of the solution. I think that the participant here is trying to ask if you have, Hospital, if you have some examples that you would like to be followed or to be pointed as good examples for this solution that you need. If we have them, if we don't have it now, don't worry. And if we have it later, that will be included also in the proposal, in the open call documents. Sorry. So let's see if we have here another question that is not being answered yet. Well, there are some questions here that are asking some technical details, so follow the discussion page of F6S platform that you will see all these details answered there. And the 58,000 euros will be granted to one innovative solution. So I see that this is another question again repeated here in the box. So and it's a pilot. So the validation and the version of the solution, it needs to correspond to a pilot. Well, we are almost heading the end of the session. If any participant would like to raise the hand and ask some final question that is not being addressed until now it's the moment. We have 1 minute left. It was a really fruitful discussion. So as we are reaching the end of the session, I would like to thank you all. Thank you all the speakers and attendees. Thank you the EIC experts, Bertrand, Vasilis, for your warm welcome and also
thank you very much
of the session, the
Q&A
session.
very much, Mariana. Thank you very much, Mariana, and all the colleagues from Hospital Marañon, and for all the interventions that we had today. Just to say that indeed follow us and have a look to the Q&A that will be published on the F6S platform. And also can follow us. We have more and other challenges to come still today and still tomorrow. So in total, we have 15 of them. So there are plenty of opportunities for you guys, SMEs and startups from all around Europe to enter into the competition and to benefit from this co-creation with great buyers such as the Hospital of Marañon. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Mariana.
Oh, thank you. So stay tuned for the upcoming calls for solvers. And thank you. Wishing you all a nice day and a nice week too. It was a pleasure.